The Galactic Naval Academy's corridors gleamed with bioluminescent panels, casting an ethereal blue glow across the polished floors. Cadets from 100 different worlds hurried between classes, their varied anatomies creating a tapestry of evolution's countless experiments. Among them walked Amanda Chen, her regulation uniform crisp, despite the 16-hour day she'd already endured. She stood barely 5.5 feet tall, diminutive by most species standards, but her shoulders carried the weight of Earth's, crushing 1G gravity with practiced ease. Her dark eyes scanned the corridor ahead, calculating distances and exits with the unconscious habit of someone from a death world. "Deathworlder," hissed a voice from behind. Amanda didn't break stride. She'd heard worse in the 3 months since arriving at the academy. Earth's reputation preceded its citizens, a world so lethally hostile that its dominant species had evolved into walking weapons. Most aliens viewed humans with a mixture of fear and disgust. The voice belonged to Crystal, a Zenthri cadet whose crystalline exoskeleton refracted light in prismatic patterns. He stood 7 feet tall, with forearms and a sense of entitlement that came from being the son of a fleet admiral. 6 of his friends flanked him, blocking the corridor's width. "I'm talking to you, human," Crystal said, his translator rendering his clicks and chirps into standard galactic common. Amanda stopped, turned. Her face remained neutral, but her body had already begun the cascade of responses Earth had bred into her species. Adrenaline flooded her system. Her pupils dilated. Her heart rate increased, pumping oxygenated blood to muscles that were already denser than most species could comprehend. "Can I help you, Cadet Crystal?" Her voice was level, professional. "You can help by leaving," sneered Vermix, a gelatinous Aquarian whose species had never known predation. "Your kind doesn't belong here. Savages from a nightmare world, pretending to be civilized." The other cadets murmured agreement. A Mothran fluttered its wings nervously. A Grexian's scales rippled with anticipation. Amanda's mind raced through options. The academy had strict rules against fighting. 1 strike could mean expulsion, but 7-on-1 in an isolated corridor. The security feeds were conveniently offline in this section, she noticed. This wasn't spontaneous harassment. This was planned. "I don't want trouble," Amanda said. Taking a step back, "Too late for that, Deathworlder." Crystal advanced, his friends spreading out to cut off escape routes. What they didn't understand, what most aliens never understood, was that humans were persisters, endurance hunters, creatures who tracked prey across impossible distances until it collapsed from exhaustion. But they were also ambush predators when cornered, and Amanda had been cornered before. Crystal reached for her first, his crystalline hand aiming for her shoulder. Amanda moved to the aliens. It seemed impossible. One moment she was standing still. The next, she'd pivoted inside Crystal's reach, seized his extended arm, and used his own momentum to send him crashing into 2 of his companions. The physics was simple: leverage, momentum, gravity, but her execution was fluid, practiced. The Grexian lunged from her left. Amanda dropped lower than any of them expected, her human flexibility allowing her to fold almost in half, and swept its legs. It hit the floor hard, its breath exploding from its lungs. Vermix tried to engulf her, its gelatinous form spreading wide. But Amanda was already moving, rolling beneath the attack and coming up behind it. A sharp elbow to its core mass disrupted its cellular cohesion, sending it splashing across the floor in confused disarray. For seconds had elapsed. The Mothran took flight, diving from above. Amanda's hand shot up, those reflexes honed by a childhood dodging Earth's venomous insects and aerial predators, and caught one delicate wing. She didn't pull, didn't tear, just held it firmly, bringing the creature down with minimal force. The remaining 3 cadets hesitated. Their friend lay scattered across the floor, whimpering. Crystal was struggling to untangle himself from the others. The Grexian was gasping, trying to remember how its respiratory system worked. "I don't want trouble," Amanda repeated, her voice still level despite her racing heart. "But I'm from Earth. We don't lose fights. We can't afford to." A slow clap echoed through the corridor. Everyone turned to see Sonny Martinez leaning against the wall, his arms crossed over his broad chest. Another human, taller than Amanda, but sharing the same compact musculature. The same predator's awareness. Nice restraint, Chen, Sunny said, pushing off the wall. I counted 0 broken bones. Instructor Hargrove would be proud. Martinez, Amanda acknowledged, releasing the Mothran carefully. How long were you watching? Long enough. Sunny's eyes swept over the scene, his expression hardening as he looked at Crystal. 7 on 1. Real brave. Crystal boy. Crystal finally extricated himself, his exoskeleton showing cracks. This isn't over, human. Yeah, it is, Sunny said quietly. But there was something in his voice, something ancient and dangerous, that made even Crystal's alien biology recognize a threat. You tried to jump a Deathworld Cadet in a dark corridor. It ended in seconds. Learn from it. Amanda placed a hand on Sunny's arm. Let's go. We have xeno-relations class. As the 2 humans walked away, the aliens behind them slowly picked themselves up. The corridor's security feeds flickered back online. Sunny's handiwork, Amanda suspected. The footage would show everything. You think they'll report it? Amanda asked once they were out of earshot. Sunny grinned. And admit they got handled by one girl from a 1G world? Not likely. Thanks for the backup. Didn't need to do anything. You had it covered. He paused. But you know what this means, right? Amanda sighed. Word's going to spread, like wildfire. By tomorrow, every cadet in the academy will know. Don't mess with the Deathworlders. She wasn't sure if that would make things better or worse. But as they walked through the gleaming corridors of the academy, past staring aliens of 1,000 different species, Amanda realized something. She wasn't alone. There were 43 humans at the academy, and they watched each other's backs. Earth had sent its children to the stars, and the stars were learning what that meant. 7 bullies had tried to jump a Deathworld Cadet. It had ended in seconds, and the galaxy was taking notes.